Hello, everybody. I'm back. So, welcome to Wednesday nights um, messages of love from above. I'm excited. I had Monday and Tuesday off. I did come on this afternoon for a lightning round for an hour, but this is the first time I'm back for my double hour, my 2 hour reading session. So, I'm excited to see what Spirit has for us. So we will get going here in a moment. But before we get started, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you want to join me, I'm more than welcome that. Whether you're watching live or on replay, we can all join outside of time and space and send love to the world. So I'm going to take a big, deep breath and come back to here right now. Just let that love cascade from up above, fill our hearts up, and overflow out to the world. And if you yourself are in need of love for your heart, for your mind, your body, for a loved one, a situation, whatever it may be, if you need love right now, we send it to you as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that and for allowing me the space to do that. And before we jump into the readings, I do want to let you know I did put out the next video for the next giveaway in the next 2 weeks on the 29th. So here's the video for that. We also put out a Aquarius pick a card reading for the Aquarius season that's going to be here in a couple days. So for all you Aquarius sun babies, are you on the cusp? There's a special bonus reading for you on there. Everyone else gets a pick a card between 4. So that is fun. And then also we have a new moon this week. So some new moon wish opportunities coming up, and that's in the weekly energy updates. And so that is the playlist for that for each individual zodiac sign. So I am excited for that. Let me just get my desktop all set up here. And I do have a donation to start off. Anita, thank you so much. And we will start off with your reading as soon as I get everything set up here. And for everyone else, if you're new to my channel and new to this live readings, as I try to do 2 things at once in a very mediocre kind of way. Okay, here we go. Right. What I do is for the free readings, I do go down in order of the chat. First come, first serve. So you just put your question out there or ask for a general reading, and then I just go down in order for that. But if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I step out of the free readings, I complete those, and then once I'm done, I go back in order where I left off for the free readings and continue to go on down. If you're wanting to know how to make a donation, you can do the super chat, which is down at the bottom of the chat. It should be like a little dollar bill, and then also at the pinned comment or in the description box of the video, I have my Venmo, my PayPal, and newly added my Square/Cash App. So a few of you had asked about Cash App, and I heard you, old man, why aren't you with the times? And so I did find out that I have access to it through my online booking system for donation. And so I got that set up. Boom. I know, right? So those are how you can do that. And we will get started. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're having an amazing 2023 and had an amazing day or night wherever you're at in the world. All right. So Vanita, you want to know, what does Tink want you to do? All right. I have these little gentle creatures wisdom deck. So I'm going to pull from there first. And thank you for so much for your donation. Right. So what does Tink want you to do? So we got the Harbinger card here. And let's see what message that brings there. It reminds me so much of the Hermit card, which is, of course, turn inward and let your higher self guide you on the path, right? So a light beckons us forward. Bats swirl around this harbinger, but what news do they bring? Numbers tumble down. 7 is the number of seeking, of thinking, of moving forward on a quest. 9 marks its territory as selfless and compassion. Our creature then is showing us that a new journey awaits. The bats may come from our own internal dark place. Rather than scary, they are simply helpers. The numbers are also gifts to you. Study them, learn about them. Be compassionate with yourself, as we were all beginners at some point, and we will all be beginners again. Follow the path of inquiry current calling you. Open your eyes to see what light is in front of you. This isn't a time for delay, as the call to the journey is now. While you may want to plan more or think things through, you need to do that en route. Ask yourself what you actually need in this moment. Perhaps you can grab a pen, a snack, and a journal. All else that you require will be found. Some journeys are long, while others are short. But when you receive this signal, follow the signs. You will be rewarded for your trust. So I really feel like this energy is one of endings, of just trusting the path, trusting that, moving forward, the signs are telling you things. And, the harbinger, I don't know why that word goes for me, the harbinger of death, so if this is asking, should I stay or should I go? It's let me go, is what I'm feeling there. I'm going to pull some Naked Heart Tarot here too, and just see what Tink is telling you here. Yeah. So we have the Star card, which is a card of, it can be a card of hope, but it's also the Aquarian energy. It's this, the star represents the higher self. And actually, this is what, in the Hermit card, this is what is inside here. It's like, let spirit guide you. You have the Six of Cups, excuse me, which represents the, nostalgia, memories. I kind of feel like if this is it's like emphasizing, focus on the good times, focus on what was wonderful in the past. But we do have the Universe card, which is endings and new beginnings, ending of an old cycle, the world, and beginning a new journey, starting a new path, as you can say. So hopefully that provides you some guidance there. That's what Spirit has for you there. We're all spirit. We all return to spirit. That's why that star is a guide. I will continue to guide you in your life. I will be a spirit guide rather than being in the physical world. Um, if this is what energy I'm picking up on. So that's what they have for you, Vanita. If you have additional questions on that, if that doesn't make sense, I just feel like this is where they were taking me with that. So many, many blessings to you. Again, thank you so much for your donation. Greatly, greatly appreciated that. All right. So Rishi, you are the first free reading. Hello, hello. You want to know, why did Krishma have negative things to say to you? All right. Let's take a look here and see. What Spirit wants you to know. All right. So the human Krishna, sorry, why they had negative things to say, has the movement of swords. The movement of swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our attitudes, our expectations. These are our fears of losing conditional love. And the movement of swords is what challenges us to look higher and cut those things away. When anyone has something negative to say, in the human world, it is a reflection of the fear that's going on in someone. Because when they are in fear, then they hiss like a cat. So if anyone ever has anything negative to say and they're hissing, realize that's fear. I mean, literally, here's a cat hissing. This one is a little bit more bigger, probably be a very loud hiss. But this is why the human Krishna was hissing, because they have fear going on in their life, and it was spawning them to speak these things. Now, for you, the real reason, the higher reason why negative things were projected towards you is for you to really understand your own strength. You connecting to your higher self. Your human self is the lion, and your higher self, of course, is the infinity symbol. And this is a beautiful joining together of higher self with the human self. But that's what it's designed to do. When we have negative things impact us in our life, we turn inward and upward, eventually, to connect with our higher self, who becomes the source of what we're looking for. Not on the outside for those unstable, hissy kitties. We turn inward and upward for the true strength, a stable love that's unconditional and eternal. It also teaches you to take up this sword, which connects you to the capital T truths of the higher realm, those rooted in unconditional love. And it allows you to cut away the thoughts and the beliefs and mindsets that triggered within you. Because when the cat hissed at you, your inner child felt unsafe or out of control, and then went into hissing mode back, right? Either verbally or inside, or you ran, right? You shut down. So you either hissed on the inside and ran, or you hissed on the outside and ran. But it shows you that there was some fears that were ignited. Because if somebody says something negative to us and we don't believe it, it's just like, psh, psh, we just let it fly off our shoulder, right? No. What do they say? Water off a duck's back. It doesn't phase them. It's just water. Psh, it just falls off. But if we believe something on the inside, like we have a very big accuser on the inside that tells us, oh, they're right. What they're saying, you did something wrong. Rah, rah, rah. They're right. Accusing you, then that's what triggers us, our fear, right? And so that allows us to look at what trigger popped up with this things they were saying. Did I believe any of that was true? Well, there you go. Then you have the Three of Pentacles, which is all about you staying true to your authentic self. You're on this path. Another reason why this happened for you was that the Three of Pentacles is individual creating something wonderful in their life. It's them expressing themselves. Then you have the people, the two other people on either side. One is the person who are afraid we're not going to please, and that they actually punish us in verbally or manipulation. They do something where we feel punished by not doing what they want us to do. And then there's the people who praise us, and we fear we'll lose their praise if we don't do what they want us to do. So the Three of Pentacles is about staying true to you and not getting caught up in the opinions of others, because they're just reflections. They're seeing themselves. If they're expressing anything that's not unconditional love, they're expressing their fears. That doesn't have anything to do with you. It may be pointing at you, but just remember there's three fingers pointing back at them, when they're you, and you're like, I know you. But, it's just understanding that their actions were about them, but the higher purpose was for you to look at your triggers and to transform some, and release those and come back to the strength of being the true, authentic you. So I like it. That's what they have for you, Rishi. So many, many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Intuitive Enlightenment. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. All right. So VD, Jalan, hello, hello. What's happening for you in terms of love in the next 2 months? Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. What about love? Love, next 2 months. So I feel like you get this card a lot. I don't know why, but you get the swords and it's wonderful. I just feel like you are in such a beautiful journey of cutting away all of these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets, these expectations, those that are rooted in the fears of losing a conditional love. Like there was so many that were so strongly reinforced over your life that you've been cutting these away. It feels like you've been, cutting away at a bunch of a bamboo forest for a long time. But the great news is that you are very close here. The more you continue to cut down expectations of what love should be, who you are supposed to be in love, who the other person is supposed to be in love, releasing all those restrictions and those opinions allows passion to flood in. It allows it to come faster. The more you do this, the faster this happens, which does bring you Ace of Cups, the new love. So you definitely are working on dismantling a lot of protective walls and rules that were created to protect you from being hurt. But you are really realizing that you are so much stronger than you've ever been taught to believe. And so you're able to remove a lot of these things that have been binding you down. They're showing me someone, I forget what movie it was, but there was some kid, they were getting them all set to go out to play in the snow, and the mom was super overprotective, and they had so much stuff on them that they couldn't move. They were just they were just like a little star. They were so stuffed full of scarves and big snowsuit and boots and hat and everything else. They couldn't move, and they just fell backwards. And I feel like that's the protection that was like forced upon you for so long, that now you're like, I don't need this stuff. I want to be mobile. I want to be free. I want to be able to have fun. And I feel like that's what's happening here in the next 2 months for you. So I like it. Many, many blessings to you, VD. All right. We'll continue moving down the list here. And let's see here. So Dejona, you are up. What do you need to know? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Wow. So I put this back in and it came flying back out. So they did want to speak to you here with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands does also represent messages from spirit. And I feel like this is what this card is representing for you, that they are speaking to you left and right, giving you signs and synchronicities and messages that you're like, can that really be from them? Is that a coincidence? You're like, no, it's not. They're really definitely speaking to you. A lot of what they're sharing with you, too, has to do with this movement of your thoughts and your beliefs around what stability in the outside world feels like. So you're moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, like rough waters to calmer waters. Four is the number of stability. The pentacles is the outside world. What is happening with all of this is that there's three of the pentacles are what we're told to look out in the outside world for our worth. We're self-worth is supposed to come from within. We're told go out here, and there's these three areas of your life that you are to seek your worth in: relationships, situations, and things. All unstable. Relationships, people change, people pass away, people walk away. Situations like jobs, education never stay the same, and things, they break down, they deteriorate, they blow up, they burn down, they're stolen, all unstable. And so when we base our worth on those things, we feel unstable. Eventually, we grow bored of that, or just so disappointed in that, we turn inward and upward. And that's where we find our stability, in that eternal, unconditional love of the creator of all things, that which is forever, that which we can never lose and fall out of favor with, because there's no conditions. It's totally unconditional. So spirit has really been speaking to you around where are you basing your worth, and transforming thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around that. And so you also have messengers coming into your life that are showing you this about their own lives. So you might be seeing like a pattern of like three friends going through the same kind of situation, and you're going, wait a minute, this seems like this is a message for me. It is. And so they're showing you in so many different ways across your life how the instability of the outside world's fickleness, it's constantly unstable and changing. One minute you're, full price. The next minute you're on a clearance rack. It all depends on the season and the person and whatever, right? So the foundation, that solid foundation, they're having you turn inward and upward for. And that's what they want you to know, is that has been them, and they're talking to you all over the place around that transformation. And I like it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So the next free reading up is June 333. Oh, yep. So you're just wishing me warmth in all our snow. Yes, I definitely enjoy watching it from the window. I went out to get the mail and it was a bit nippy, and it's okay. It wakes you up for sure. So I see you have a question. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Anjali, the Virgo, you're up next for the free reading. What you need to know. What do you need to know? Alrighty. So you do with the ace of, I'm sorry, not the ace, the innocence of pentacles, which is the page of pentacles in the standard tarot. This is about new opportunity opening up in the outside world. And you do have this, wonderful fork in the road that's coming up here. And it's great. I almost feel like you're going to have two opportunities that arise. One is going to make logical sense and check off all the boxes of like, yeah, that would, be good. And it brings in what I think it should, blah, blah, blah. But the other is something that's more attached to the emotion with the moon there, which is about that which will make your heart sing. May not make them as much sense as this, but this you'd wake up every day, whether it's a relationship or job or whatever it might be, and you're like, ugh, well, looked good on paper. But this one, you wake up going, "Oh, I'm so excited for the day, for what I'm about to experience." And so when they're saying this, opportunities are coming up here, use this as a gauge. Let your heart definitely have a high weight of what you do here, because you do have the Emperor, the Sky Father here, which is about you stepping up and you choosing, not letting anyone else decide for you. You get to be the emperor. You get to have advisors in, the throne room that blah 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 blah. They tell you all the facts and all their opinions and all their different viewpoints, but at some point it's like, all right, enough. I'm making the decision, and you, as the emperor over your personal kingdom, you get to decide. And I love that for you, not being afraid to choose the path that you want, that your heart wants, not the one that makes sense. I know that doesn't seem like it's so against our human nature of like, oh, but this, all these decisions of the mind are based on a lot of, as you'd say, fears of losing conditional love, opinions, like all those advisors. It's like, well, there's a lot of, they think they all know what they're talking about, but you're the one that has to live your life. So you decide for you and let your heart have a great amount of weight in the decision. So that is what they have for you, Anjali. All right. So many blessings to you. All right, Mira, you want to know what's coming towards you. All right. Let's take a look and see what Spirit wants you to know here. Well, well, well. So you have a lot of energy, a lot of fire headed your way here. The Spirit of Wands is the King of Wands, which is a lot of like entrepreneur energy. They roll over the wands, and so there's a great amount of um, stepping forward, a great amount of you know, pointing your magic wand at what you're wanting to expand and grow. You hold the power. Same with the magician, same type of energies. They usually have someone standing with a wand towards the heavens, and there being this conduit of the beautiful love from above. It's coming through, and you're expressing it into the world. Well, that's what both of these cards are coming together here for you, is that this is a time for you to, yes, express your love to the world in your own special, unique way. You have everything you need within you, because you have the coins and the wand and the swords and the cups, which is the emotions, the mental capacity, the energy, and everything you need in the physical world to make your dream come true. Your true dream, not the dream of man that was forced upon you, but the one that's in your heart that you want to express to the world. You also have here the Spirit of Cups. You have two kings here, so very divine. I mean, all three of these are very divine masculine energy. And this is you, though. This isn't someone coming into your life with this. This is you. You're balancing heart and mind here. You're finding peace within all the chaos going around, but you're finding this passion for life. There's definitely this huge passion to express yourself in your own unique way. And with those two kings, I just feel like you might have been in like um, a waiting period where you've been waiting for things to unfold and to come forward for you, and waiting for maybe other people to make decisions. Well, that time is over. What's coming towards you is it's time. No more waiting around. You've invested enough time in patience. Now it's time for movement, movement, movement. So it's like, if people are not willing to make decisions, you make decisions for it. You're like, well, this is what I'm going to do then. It's been 3 months and you have been thinking about it for 3 months. And you know what? It's a no brainer for me. I'm going to go do this. And so if you want to come with me, you come with me. If you don't, you don't. Bye bye. you know? So I really feel this wonderful power coming in with you around that. So that is what they have for you, Mira. Many, many blessings to you. Right, Princess Pinky, you will be the next free reading, but I do have a donation. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much for the donation there. So let us pull cards for that there. And of course, as we always have to say when we're talking about medical things, tarot should not replace, all the licensed professional, um, doctors and licensed physicians and all that. And I know that because I know you pull cards too. So, but we have to say it for the recording, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. So there we go. We have said it. Yeah, these are the Naked Heart, in case anyone is interested in these. These are the Naked Heart Tarot. Let me see if it, yeah, here you go. They are a very beautiful deck. They were like one of my top favorite decks out of my 25 plus decks. All right. So let's take a look here and to see what is going on here around the energy. And I'm like burning up. Maybe healing energy coming through. We just send you so much love, energy, and light. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know around this human body stuff, right? I could just stop with that card. I'll show you this one. The Sun. So, of course, this is all about victory, sunshine, very positive. Like, what the most, you know, at least the top 5 most successful, popular, bright, fantastic, successful cards. And what perfect one to come out. Absolutely, absolutely, yes. Victory does come here through all of this. Yeah. And then you get the Strength card. Turn inward and upward as much as you can, connecting to that higher love, that higher energy, just, of course, helps um, with that strength. And I know this is what you do already, but it's beautiful just to see a beautiful joining together of your human side with your higher side. And then that the completion, the wholeness that we find is in connecting to our higher selves. So definitely, coming in here, this beautiful, beautiful inner strength, this energy. I just love the overall message of strength that you've got this, you will get through it moment by moment, moment by moment. Connect to your higher self as much as you can. They'll help you step out of this, out of this world in a way. Just it just kind of takes you to a different place, which I know you do with your meditation. You have the Sky Father too, and there's this beautiful, beautiful, um, energy here. Of course, it's the Emperor energy, but I like in this deck how they make it the Sky Father energy, and its connection to it's a divine masculine side. We have the divine feminine, which of course is where the nurturing and the healing come from. But you also have the Sky Father that is assisting you with power, surrounding you, movement of things, having stability come into your life too. So you are definitely, I like how it's like they have their eye on you. You're not going through things alone. You're definitely never, ever, ever alone. But the Creator, the Sky Father, has their eye on you. And so you're not being left um, in a situation like, oops, forgot you, sorry. They definitely every second that you are under the watchful eye of Spirit. And obviously what's unfolding is unfolding on purpose for a purpose. We may not know why until we're back on the other side, but definitely through this you're going to be so much more stronger than you already are, which is kind of scary because you are a strong mother. You also have the Nine of Cups coming in, which is wish fulfillment. And so definitely this is another strong sign with the Sun card in here. So your wishes do come true. You do have relief. You do have, um, health back. And so I love that coming in there together. And of course, then we have movement of cups. So the King of Cups, I mean, sorry, the Knight of Cups, that is also coming in here. And so there is movement of emotion. Allow yourself to feel the feels. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, scream. Whatever you need to do, allow yourself to feel. There's nothing wrong with feeling your emotions. I like this because the pursuit that we're on here, of course, all the knights are on a quest, and this knight is questing after the Ace of Cups, which is the higher love from above, which they get here, with connection to our the higher realms, which is really where we get our wish fulfillment, this overflowing, because it's really like the Ace of Cups flowing out into all other cups. So I definitely feel here beautiful, beautiful energy that's coming in. Absolutely. I have no doubt. Um, but we also don't have to beat ourselves up to feel the feels. We come here to express and feel emotion. And so, when something happens, it's okay to, like you said, it's okay to cry to the creator and to spirit and say, and just, I just need your comforting right now. And they're like, absolutely. You get to let it flow and then it flows through. But if you resist it, it just bottles up and bottles up and bottles up. But flow is a big word for you. Absolutely. Sending you lots and lots of love, my sister. And thank you so much again for the donation. Always greatly appreciate that. So hang in there. Thank you for being here, even though you feel like crap. I'm going to send you lots and lots of love. And anyone in the room right now too, or watching on replay, if you wanted to send some beautiful love energy to our sister, Intuitive Enlightenment, dear friend. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. So hang in there. We're going to return back to the free readings, and we are at Princess Pinky, and you'd like an angel message for you. Oh, and I have some Ask Your Guides cards here, which just yelled out for you. So we're going to pull a card there. Let's see what message the angels have for you. Boom. Came flying out, and you have invention from your creativity guides. Beautiful, beautiful. And let's see what they have for you. That is card number 26. Sometimes life gives you lemons, but not to worry. Your creativity guides are on hand, helping you transform your lemons into a beautiful painting of a lemon. I know, I made that up. It says lemons into lemonade, but I really feel for you, it's about um, if you I feel like maybe you are very artistic, but it's about expressing your creativity. So not doing the norm, which, lemons into lemonade. No, that's not what Princess Pinky does. She turns lemons into little hats for cats or something. It's like express your creativity in your unique way. Don't It's time for you to change things up, allow that creative flow to come out. So I don't know why lemon hats on cats. No matter who you are or what circumstances you've inherited, life is always a blend of both the positive and the negative. Your creativity guides urge you to be grateful for the pluses of your life and to be creative with what appears to be the negatives. They'll help you use your inventiveness to transform any adverse situation into one form for the better. So rather than dwell on your lousy childhood, true though it may have been, appreciate the courage it developed in you and use it to change the unsupportive past into a self reliant present. Wow. Boom. Rather than endure an unfulfilling job, be resourceful and start the business you've dreamed of for years. This is not to deny the pain in your life, but to use it as an incentive to move to higher ground. Allow your creativity guides to serve you. They're not afraid of the lemons you encounter in life. Gather their juice as fuel to invent much better circumstances and ask them for inspiration and ideas. They have plenty to share. Their message: when you get lemons, do what the heck you want with them. That's not what it says. Again, it says make lemonade, but that's so cliche. That's so not you. So when you get lemons, do whatever the heck you want with them, is what they're saying. So that's what they have for you, Princess Pinky. Your guides are being sassy, extra sassy tonight, but that's what they have for you. So many, many blessings. All right, Aditi 444, you will be up for the next free reading, and you want messages from Spirit for you. And we're going to also pull from this wonderful Ask Your Guides deck for you. So let's see what they have for you. Thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up you give the video to. It's free, which is the perfect price, right? And then, but it also definitely helps the YouTube algorithm get excited about sharing the videos of my channel, which helps spread the Zen love. So thank you for being a part of the love tsunami. All right. Aditi, you got the exhaustion card here with your divine helpers. Is that how you're feeling right now? Card number 20. And let's see what we have here. Yeah, so your divine helpers are here advising you that while it's essential that you do everything in your power to fulfill your goals, it's equally important to know when to back off and allow the universe to work its magic on your behalf. You've done enough. Allow these beautiful and highly competent guides to step in and take over. Your enthusiasm is your gift, but unless it's properly contained, it can undermine your best intentions. Your divine helpers gently remind you that just as plants need water to grow, too much will drown their ability to blossom. The same principle applies to your efforts. Overdoing is fear in disguise. Do not allow it to keep you in the manic mode. Give yourself more breathing space. Trust that your divine helpers are on the job overseeing your success so you can rest. You need to let go and turn responsibilities over to others. Just because you need rest doesn't mean that they do. Ask your divine helpers for assistance in this. They know better than you what you need right now. They always do. Ease up and let them work their miracles. And so your message from Spirit, their message: rest. REST, period. So that is their message for you, Aditi. You get to rest. Let the universe, your guides, take over. I like it. So many blessings to you and many, many moments of rest for you. All right. So June 333, your question familiar today was written. Okay. So is Dan really going to help out on the project that you sent him? All right, let's take a look here. I think you had gotten the Hanged Man. I don't know how I'm remembering that, but so it was like a pause is what, when they were asking if are they going to help on the project, that was kind of like they were like at a standing still point. But let's take a look here. Okay. I tell you what. So so the Hanged Man, I was like talking about that's what you got was pausing. Things are moving very slow. It's like a cocoon, right? Well, you got the Temperance, which is a balancing, taking time, patience, unfolding. Also the Movement, the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight. It's paused. It's things are taking a long time. So it's like there's a pause, a hand up, but now I see why. And now that we're not doing a one card reading, this really helps because the 5 of Pentacles, the reason why there's a pause is you're learning that it's not humans that bring you what you need in each moment, but that it's creator, spirit, source. And this is a transformation from feeling like a place of lack or abandonment, left behind, left out in the cold, and the fear that humans are going to let you down, to realizing that it's the creator that brings you what you need in each moment, maybe not what our ego wants or what the all our future needs right now, so we feel safe and secure, but that you will have what you need in each moment, and that you build this trust with the creator that they will send you what you need through humans. They're the shipping company, but the source is from up above, and that they bring you what you need in each moment. So there's this trust that's being built, and they're just like, when you start to to say, "Do you trust me?" That's the creator asking you, "Do you trust me?" And you're like, "I do." And then you will see that everything will unfold in the right timing. But right now, there's this pause and this Temperance, and you even have the Hanged Man, which are like, I'm trying to think if there's another. Well, I think the 7 of Pentacles would be the fourth one. I think there's like 4 or 5 cards that I really have this. This is like their message of patience and time, and things will unfold in the perfect timing. Trust divine timing. It's like, but it's so hard here when you live on undivine time. But I feel like that's what they were saying. So they reiterated what they talked about, but they did clarify of the why. Why are things paused, and why are you in this position of going, are they going to do it or not? They go, do you trust me? Okay, you I trust. Out here, no. People go into fear and pull back their support, but the creator has you know has got it handled. So you can trust that things will unfold perfectly. All of that too, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles, even the Temperance, things balance. There is movement, but it's slow movement. It's like they will help you eventually. It'll be perfect timing though. So I know, June, take a deep breath and to say, I trust you, creator, because you won't let me down. They will always bring you exactly what you need for your highest experience. So I know it's a fun one, but we just face the fears of failure, right? All right, but that's what they have for you, June. So hopefully that helped a little more. Right, Esther E, you are up. When is your financial situation going to get better? Let's take a look here. So we do see here with the Devil card coming in here, it's pretty much when the lesson is complete. I know. Oh, yay. Because this is Saturn energy. It's Capricorn, where it's your shadow. Its purpose for us is to rattle our cage, rattle our beliefs around things, and it shakes and rattles and rolls it. So around finances, if this is where you feel your cage is being rattled, it's happening on purpose for you to really understand what it is that you are wanting to learn through this about trust and having, you know, um, the expectations of the hows and the supposed tos and the shoulds, that those fall away because been they've created this cage around you to where you feel contained and trapped, and there's so many fears around finances that it keeps you, usually the devil card will show someone like two people with chains around their neck, but the chains are very loose where you can go, ha ha, I'm free. Or they'll show a cage with no door or the door wide open, and but it's behind us, and we're like, I'm trapped, and they're like, turn around, look behind you. You're like, no, I'm trapped, and so they rattle the cage, so you hear the door go, eat. You're like, what was that? And you're like, hey, there's a door. And then it helps us get free. And so this process what you're going through is happening on purpose for that. And I do want to read from the book here because you got a card that is specific to this deck alone, which is the Naked Heart. Usually it stops at 21 in the major arcana, but you have a 2-2. Beautiful, beautiful card. And note the Luna Moth because they have a little message for you that they also tell you. But this is all about connection, purpose, and your higher self. And this heart has a message to you, and it says, I radiate at a pure vibrational level, calling in all that I need at this time to stay in alignment with my path. The universe is highlighting my gifts and asking me to trust myself and my intuition. As I listen to what my heart needs, my natural essence comes forth to be nurtured, and I innately connect with my calling and my purpose. Comparing myself to others does not serve me and will only knock me out of my flow. I was given the exact proportion of amazing. Otherwise, I would not exist. My path may not always feel easy, but it will feel right. When I shine bright, I am the spark to someone else's light, and I inspire others. And the Luna Moth whispers to you, you are brave and beautiful. Fly out of the darkness and into your light. And I feel like the darkness, you can see why you feel like you're in darkness. So you have the 7 of Cups. So there's emotions, the fearful emotions or the fearful thoughts and beliefs, and the emotion of fear puts us into both mental and emotional confusion where the storm is happening here, not everywhere else, throughout the card here. It's just here. And so there's this clarity coming in with the devil card in all of this. When is your financial situation going to get better? When you follow your heart and see what it is that your heart wants, your heart needs. There's all these pressures of the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos, that comparing yourself to others of where you should be living, how you should be living, what you should look like, what you should have, and is that really what your true high heart wants? Because maybe the financial situation is bringing you to a place to release you and free you to go do what you really want to do with your heart and your life. Maybe it's moving to a different place, a different location, different state, different country, different, whatever it is. Where's your heart, your high heart drawing you? Not out of that mind of all those fears of supposed to, shoulds, and need tos. Where is it taking you? Where is it wanting to take you? And that's what's happening here. So that's when things get better, is when the lesson, the reason why it's being shaken and rattled is done. So it's beautiful. Saturn energy, it gives you the work to do. It has you look at all your beliefs around finances, but it also gives you a huge reward at the end if you do the work. So, and I know you're going to dive deep in there and go, okay, what is it that my fears are on finances? What is it that I truly want to do? Do I really need all this stuff, all these expenses, all this, or is this just what's everyone is saying I'm supposed to, right? So there is freedom at the end of this, but it all depends on how deep and how fast you do that inner work. Because the faster you do that, the faster resolution happens. The slower we do it, the slower it comes. That's my imitation of slowness. So that's what they have for you, Esther. So many blessings. You hang in there. All right. Whoops. Moving the whole screen here. All right. So next up for the next free reading is Anya Ahuya. So does Igor have a crush on Ateshi? Let's take a look here. Oh no, I didn't catch it in time. Be right back. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what we got here. You know, I don't feel like they have a crush because the strength card coming in here and this innocence of swords, the page of swords is new thoughts, new beliefs, new mindsets. And I just feel like the strength card is like our higher self. And this card comes at sometimes in our life when we're looking at, we're so just tired of being disappointed by our expectations in the outside world because the lion is told you're going to find your fulfillment in relationships or situations or things, and they go out and do that and they eat of that and drink of that and they're just still hungry. It's not filling them up. And with this combination here, I feel like they're trying to find something more. They're just not satisfied in the outside world, which is a great place to be because it does. Um, that's where we hit our enlightenment and we start really opening our eyes to what truly our journey is here, right? Um, because here is the naked heart, here is the heart desire, but it's behind this block, this nine of wands, which is their energy. There's this energetic block from them from finding love, and they've got this, you know so I don't, that's why I don't feel like there's passion. I feel like there's this, I'm trying to get it to focus a little bit, the the power that this holds, and it's our own nine. One of these is like our ace of wands, which is we're blocking ourselves. We have this energetic block within us that's keeping us from moving forward, but that's because of all those old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are going to be clearing away. So I don't feel like they are finding love. They don't have a crush on them. I just feel like they are not in this place. They have the innocence of pentacles, which page of pentacles can mean a variety of things, but I feel for them they're on this quest now, this discovery of looking at their worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. So I feel like they're just like, when feelings of attraction come up within them, they just have had it so many times. Not that they're, you know, like all over the place, but they get attracted to people a lot and they acted on them before. And then they're just like, it didn't give them what they thought it was going to give them. It wasn't going to make them how they feel. And so now they're just very, eh, I know where that emotion, that little spark, leads, and it doesn't lead me to what I want. And so I feel like Igor is just kind of pulling back and in search of something more. He hasn't figured it out yet, but he's in search of something more. So that's what we have for you, Anya. So many blessings to you. Hey, Amira, thank you so much for your donation. So we will do your reading next, and then Project Skyfalls, you will be the next free reading. All right, Amira, thank you for your donation. And are you making the right move moving into this house? And how does your boyfriend feel? All right, let's take a look here and see, is this move into the house for your highest experience? Because there's no right or wrong in from the spirit's point of view. There's just different energies, different results from us moving into different places. So we'll just take a look here. All right. So when I asked Spirit if moving into this house is for your highest experience, we got the High Priestess, which the High Priestess is moving into her High Priestess temple, is what I felt. Because the Chariot card is a victory card, it's a card of movement. So this would be a yes for me. I really feel I kind of cracked up a little bit on deep on the inside because I was like, High Priestess moving into her High Priestess temple. So yeah, this definitely feels like a very positive sign here. The High Priestess is about the unknown and the mysteries and things normally, but I feel like this, that's the message I got, with the combination here, is that the High Priestess is home. She's moving into her temple. Now, and you're asking, how does your boyfriend feel about this move? Um, and I see here that they are a big thinker with the Spirit of Swords. That's the King of Swords. So that's like all the kings get another portion of air. So this is like two times the mentalness. And they are doing their little thing that they do, which is overthink, right? I feel like they do a lot of blah, 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 blah about, well, we could have done this. And they're dissecting it down with the Three of Wands, which is normally like, what if we had taken a different direction? What if we go a different way? What if, blah, blah, blah. Almost like I do with my spreadsheets. I have all my stuff, making sure I made the right decision. It'll put their mind at ease, and so that's what they're going through there. But they also have the Heart of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups, which the this is double air. Queens get water in addition to their suit. This is double water. So I feel like they go from one extreme to the other. It's like emotions, and then they go into their head, and then they go into their emotions, and then they're going into their head. And so they're going back and forth between it all. But ultimately, with the Five of Wands coming in here, this is what feels like conflicting energy that starts off like fearing, but it turns into loving, supportive energy. So I feel like you just got to give him his space to figure out um, how they feel about it, because they're gonna overanalyze it with their brain, and then they're gonna have great amount of emotions that they feel, but eventually they come to realize like, okay, yeah, this is a good move. So that is what I feel is coming through there for you, Mira. So many blessings to you. Enjoy this new home. Enjoy your temple, High Priestess. So that is what they have for you. Light work, I'm going to be on for about another hour. So it's a great time for me to do my spiel. So thank you for asking. It's perfect segue. I am on for 2 hours, usually each session of these kind. I do go on my lightning rounds during the day, sometimes just for an hour for one card readings. But these sessions are 2 hours. I'm an hour in, so I'll be here for about another hour. And I do try to get through as many free readings as possible. But as you've seen, and this is for everyone that's in here that wasn't here at the beginning and not familiar with how I do this, I do go in order for the free readings down the chat list. And then if anyone makes a donation, I do step out of line to honor that energy exchange. And then I go back in order and continue to move down the list for the free ones. Good night, Amira. So that is how it works. If you guys want to know how to make a donation, you can do a Snapchat, not Snapchat, Super Chat. Snapchat's something completely different. Super Chat is a little dollar bill at the bottom. And then if you check the pinned comment or the description box of the video, it also has my Venmo, my PayPal, and newly added Square/Cash App, since some of you had asked about Cash App. And basically saying, old man, get with the times. Why don't you have that? And so I researched it, and I do have access to it. So there it is. Right. So that's the public service announcement. Now back to the free readings. So Skyfalls, we had left off with you. Let me just take a quick drink here. So, what good things are coming to you, Skyfalls? Let's take a look. Well, evidently, some nice things are coming because you've got the Star card, which is one of the wish fulfillment cards, and the Ten of Pentacles, which is like a significant abundance in the outside world. So we do have that that is coming towards you, and I really like that. I mean, I hope you like that too, because you have the Heart of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. Very much follow your intuition, follow your guidance of your heart. It's going to bring you in wonderful, wonderful places. You have the Four of Cups that come in too, which is about emotional stability. And you can see here the Queen of Cups offers you the Ace of Cups, which is actually that cup right there. And so you are being offered here this Ace of Cups, which is a higher love, a deeper love than you have felt before. These three cups represent, the emotional fulfillment of the outside world, normal relationships, situations, and things. And, they maybe if they do fill you up at all, it doesn't last very long. It's like eating American Chinese food. You eat it and you're hungry an hour later. But this love is something greater because you're connecting to a love that's higher and you're becoming a chalice. You're allowing yourself to be full and filled with the unconditional love from above. And as you're doing this, it fills you up and it then overflows out to the world. So rather than looking to the outside world and it falling short, you're looking inward and finding this wholeness. And then everything on the outside world that's given to you is above and beyond. It's even bigger, and it feels fulfilling and whole there. So this is what is coming for you, and it is beautiful and amazing. And I like that for you, Skyfalls. So many, many blessings to you. That's what they have. All right. I do have a couple donations. So thank you so much. Oh, you're just saying thank you. Thank you so much, June. Thank you for your donation. Post haste. I like that. But I do, okay. And then I did get a Venmo. Let me just pull it up real quick here. All right. Thank you, Lightworker. Absolutely, June. Thank you so very much. All right. So, Lightworker, thank you for clarifying because I see that the names are different. I was going to be like, I don't know who that is, but now I know who you are. Not in a weird, creepy way, but now I know that this is you. So, will you and Alan go on a date soon? Let's take a look here. Oh, good. So, nailed it. I like it. So, will you and Alan go on a date soon? Okay. Oh, intuitive. All right. Let's take a look here and see what we got going on here. Well, it does look like things will unfold. You have the moon card, which for me is this, transformation, this following the cycles of the moon, that things take time to unfold. And so, that definitely is, unfolding and coming forward. The Five of Wands too represents conflict in the beginning, not like between you two. I feel like conflict of schedules or opportunities, but there at the five is a number of change where at the beginning it feels like conflict, but the things do work themselves out. And so, but it is like the cycles of the moon. It's like, oh, so take advantage of this Aquarian new moon coming up here. I think it's on Saturday. Um, Check out the weekly energy updates because it talks about how you can do your new moon wishes and put those into effect. um, because we also have the Knight, the movement of Pentacles, which is movement in the outside world, but dear, 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 just really slow moving. So it just takes time. I feel like there's a lot of conflicting things in the outside world that are just, um, kind of interacting. Um, uh, Not really interacting, but keeping things from happening. There's just so much that's going on in kind of both of your lives, right? I feel more so theirs, but we do have the Four of Cups, so we do have the new love. It's not going to be like it was before. So let all the expectations go of the old ways because you don't want to do what you always did and get what you always got, right? You're ready for this heightened, different type of love coming in. And while you're waiting, I know, right? Whenever we have waiting cards that about things are taking their good old time unfolding, we're drawn inward and upward to grow our self love. Because as we like to say, or Spirit likes to say on this channel anyway, is we cannot love others more than the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than the extent we love ourselves. So while we have a pause, the pause is happening on purpose for both of us on both sides to raise our love vibration through self-love. Because if I love myself this much and they want to send me all this love, it's drip, drip. And if I want to give him all this love, it's just drip, drip. But if we expand our self-love, not only are we getting flooded with all this beautiful love from above, but we're able to flood love back and forth more to each other. So that's the kind of assignment, the homework you have while you are diving, waiting. I'm sorry, not diving, but waiting for things to unfold for this date. But I definitely feel like it will. It's just moon cycle. Trust the moon cycle. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I do see a Venmo donation. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right. So I think that is all of the donations for right now. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate that. And we will move back into the free readings. And Goldie, you were up next. And you would any major blessings coming to you in 3 months. So let's take a look here. See what they have. Well, you do have some significant new communication that is going to be coming to you, and I feel like it's unexpected. Um, like an out of the blue connection that you just weren't even thinking of on your mind. And so it's just going to come out of the blue, and you're going to be like, wow, and it's going to feel like a major blessing in your life. But I just really feel that's coming in there. And it might have to do with the Six of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles does have to do with two things, and I feel like it does impact you in both ways. One blessing is that you do have some financial stability, some financial abundance that comes in the next 3 months, which allows you have enough for yourself, and you even have enough to help others as well. So it's a very beneficial card around, the coin, abundance, money. Could be love, it could be other things that you have abundance around too that allows you to give to others. But with a relationship, and I kind of almost feel, well, not kind of almost, I just should say it right. I feel that these are related. It's like someone from your past that comes in. It's important for you during this time to really look at your um, it's my codependency awareness card, which is basically saying it's the overgiver awareness card. I think I'm going to rename it. I like that better. It's the overgiver awareness card, which sometime in your earlier life, like 7 years old and younger, you develop this rate of exchange of giving to others that is way out of balance because you had to do so much to get so little attention or love back. And it can be from parents, grandparents, teachers, coaches, who knows, you and know who it will be, because you'll be like, oh, I know who it was. But when we're children, we don't know any better. We just think, oh, this is the exchange rate, and it absorbs into our subconscious, and that's where that's saved. And so it goes into school, into work, into relationships later. And it's important for you to realize the core at where that came from. And I don't feel like the unexpected communication, that it's not from the person or persons that helped create that rate of exchange. I feel it's someone from the past that's coming up, that it's important that you do deal with that rate of exchange to reset it to 1 to 1 instead of 1 to 100 or 1 to 1,000, where you have to give 1,000 of something to deserve to get one back. I feel like this will be an important piece for you to have uh, resolved in order to have this communication be a very positive one from this person contacting you. So hopefully that makes sense, but that is what they have for you right now. So many, many blessings. All right, Maju, you'll be the next free reading coming up. Yes, very good, very good. Did you give me a donation earlier too? I didn't see anything else come through. So yeah, I did get that one. All right. All right, very good. Yeah, I did get one a little earlier that was a friend request on Venmo, and then I did get your donation. So who knows? Are we still in Mercury retrograde? I think we are. Anyway, all right. Thank you again, though, for your donation. All right, Maju, you want messages from the future self. Let's take a look here and see what they have here. All right. Wow. So your future self is saying, hold your horse, not hold your horses, but buckle up, Buttercup. You have some wonderful things that are coming your way here. You have the Sun card, which is like, one of the most bright, victorious cards in the entire deck. So you have this victory, this bright light that's shining down. And they want you to know that you have the Three of Cups, which is joy and celebration, which definitely this is that same energy. But this also is a special message from your posse of support, of spiritual support. Your guardian angels and spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, even your future self. All of them are here together, your higher self, and they're all saying, you have such wonderful things headed your way. Just keep hope, keep going, keep smiling, focus your energy. Oh yeah, focus your energy. uh, Look where you're focusing your energy, because the magician card has the wand, and the wand is like the ace of wands. It shows us that wherever we invest our energy, whatever we're focused on is what expands and grows. So if we focus on our pain, our fears, what we feel is missing in our life, what's in our life that we don't want, when we focus it on, it grows. But when we switch that and point the wand in a different direction and point it at what we're grateful for in our life, what we want in our life, focusing on unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter, all that is the frequency of the higher realms of your, posse of support. And the more that you do that, the more you focus on joy and celebration and gratitude, and unconditional love, the more clearly you can hear them guiding you as well. But they're really bringing in a message of really focusing on where are you investing your energy? Where's your attitude? Is it an attitude of gratitude or an attitude of batitude? I don't know. I have to think of something for that. But what are we focusing on? That's what's growing, because they show you the three of wands here too, which is about a change of direction of where you're investing your energy. So I feel like they're have letting you know that it's such an impactful thing for your life. The more aware you are on a moment to moment basis on where you're investing your energy, you can even make it a habit. Something I do whenever I'm trying to create a new habit is I put a little vibration um, alarm on my phone for every hour while I'm awake to like come back to now. Where's the gratitude? What are you thankful for? Whatever, name the alarm something that every hour when it vibrates, you're like, oh, that's right. I got drawn into my focusing on what's missing in my life, but now I'm putting it back to focusing on gratitude. And then we slowly go back to the old habit and the alarm goes off. Oh, that's right. And we eventually catch ourselves more where this becomes our habit instead of this. So I really like that for you. So many, many blessings to you. All right. All right. AF Gemini, you're the next free reading coming up here. I am so glad that resonated for you, Lightworker. All right. So AF Gemini, good evening to you. I think it might have stopped, but we might be getting a little bit more snow through the night, but then I think it stops until like Friday. Uh, but I love it. I love it. It's winter. I'm a winter baby. I was born in February. I'm Aquarius Sun. So I love the cold, I guess. But you want to know, when will Pisces get out of that hermit mode? And what will be the outcome? Let's take a look here. What's going on with the Pisces hermit journey? And what will be the outcome? Oh my gosh. The Hermit card coming up again. Uh, they're in this pursuit. They're really trying to find this higher love here. Until they get that, I think it's going to be a while. So when, oh, God only knows, because they're in a pursuit for the higher love here, and because the other love just hasn't fulfilled them. They were so devastated and disappointed so much that they're very much deep in their shell, right? Can't pry the turtle out. um what, what was it, The Truth About Cats and Dogs, where Uma Thurman played I forget that the other actress was. She was a vet, but Uma Thurman had to put a plastic um, glove on and up the turtle's butte to make it come out. So maybe that's what it's going to take. Come on, let's go. Oh my goodness. So we do have the Hanged Man, which it's taking time. Um, taking time for it to load. It's like that's taking forever for this program to load. Why does it go from 50% down to 38%? But I feel the Hanged Man is this waiting period. you know, I feel like, like with any waiting period cards that come up, in regards to outcomes and things, it's has to do with, it's all happening for both of us, right? Both of you are looking into your self-love and raising your love vibration. A lot of what I feel like you both are learning is, like we just talked about with the Two of Wands, whatever you invest your energy is what grows and expands. And so when we focus on what's missing or what's not happening fast enough or whatever, it almost slows it down, right? But the more we focus on gratitude and what we do want and connecting higher, I really feel it's such a, an important piece of this journey that you're on with them is really stepping into your power, really stepping into your energy. Um, and I'm going to get clarity on this because we've got the Three of Wands, which is with the outcome, it eventually is a change of direction. And I want to get a clarity and see, is this a movement toward them or away from them? So let's take a look here. Okay. So it ends up with the Sun card here. So victory, abundance, shining bright, good stuff. So and here goes up the Beatles butt, but it's going to take time to get some action that's happening. So if you're wanting to wait for it, it's just while you're waiting, it's like waiting in a waiting room of a dentist office, waiting for someone while they're getting a root canal. You're sitting in the waiting room, just hearing the drilling and the screaming going on. Probably not screaming, but going on in the other, the room. But you can work on you, and you can work on your self-love and raising that while you're waiting. So that's what they have for you, AF Gemini. So enjoy the journey, and many blessings to you. I know, I know, I know. That is funny. Bye, light worker. Yeah, I'll text you every time my alarm goes off. Beep, 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 beep. You're like, leave me alone. All right. Hey, Jaylyn. Hello, hello. Good to see you. I hope you had a fantastic day as well. And pull a card for the rest of the week. All right. Well, you get 3 cards. And I do like that. I'm going to start off with this one because this one is the victory, the 6 of Wands, recognition, being seen. Beautiful, beautiful energy coming in with that there. I feel like that it is a week of slow, like things kind of feel like they drag along a little bit, but it allows you to see things from a different perspective, which ends up being for your benefit. It's almost like what I'm feeling in my, the spirit, what they're showing me is like you have a meeting and you're going to present something like a solution to something. Um, and it gets delayed for like 2 days, 3 days, and you're like, oh gosh. But within that time, you find an error. You find something that you're like, oh, or you find a better way, and you adjust it. Which then, when you present it, they're like, oh wow, and the delay happened purposely, of course, for you, and it ends up being beneficial for you. So I really like that. And you do have the Judgment card, which is about your higher self calling your human self to see things from a higher perspective too. So this is a week to step back and step up, see things from a different place, which of course does end up being beneficial for you there. So don't rush. Breathe, step back, step up, look down from a different perspective, and you'll see some great solutions and some great guidance. So I like that for you, Jalen. So amazing week for you ahead. Many blessings to you. All right. So Angie, you'll be the next free reading coming up. And what is your subconscious manifesting or wanting to manifest? Ooh, what a question. Let's take a look here. So deep diving. What is going on down there in that subconscious? Wow. So you got the naked heart here. So your subconscious wants to manifest this heart's desire. It wants you to Like the moth, I read this earlier. It whispers to you, "You are brave and you are beautiful. Fly out of the dark and into the light." It wants to bring your beautiful light out from the dark and show the world. It wants you to um, reflect to the world the unconditional love in your heart in its own beautiful, unique way. And so there's this rumbling that's going on within your life because it's like if you're living your life um, by what you feel it's supposed to be and should be and need to be, uh, by all these thoughts and these fears of losing conditional love, you're not living. It's like almost like you feel like you're existing at times. But this is your heart is wanting to be heard. It's wanting to be able to sing. What makes your heart sing? What brings joy? It wants to live. And that's what I feel is bubbling to the top. And it wants you to spend some time diving into your heart, to your high heart, and get out of the mind, get out of the fears, and go, if I had all the money I needed, and if I had all no boundaries in my way, what would I want to do with my life? And then look and see how you can make that happen, regardless of whatever financial and whatever blocks you think are there. Just look and go, what would I want to do? And make that your kind of your north, your true north on your compass to head toward, and let everything else fall away that doesn't support it. And you'll see blocks fall away, restrictions fall away, and you'll see movement step by step toward it. So I like it for you, Angie. That's what your subconscious is wanting you to know, that beautiful, beautiful heart that's in there. So I love that. All right. Actually, Mars, I'm on you right next. So perfect timing. All right. So Mars, uh, does Jay have a temper? So you're psychic. I didn't tell you that. Oh, are you seeing another psychic? Mars. I'm just kidding. They told you that he does, as well as maybe speeds when he drives. Also, you intuitively feel his anger, even communicate his higher self sometimes. He's fussy. Yeah, those higher selves are sassy because they are just full of so much joy. They but they're not in a negative way. Higher self would they're beings of unconditional love and light. So that's not that's not that true higher self, right? So let's take a look here and see, does he have a temper? And what do they want you to know around his expression? You know, because a temper can be two things. They could have a lot of fire in them, and that's how they express it. But if it's fear, that's different. It's expressed slightly differently. We'll talk about that here real quick. Let me just get the cards here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we got the movement of wands, which is about it's the Knight of Wands. It's the fastest moving knight in the entire deck. So I would agree that this is a validation of speeds when drives. They like to get from places very quickly. I don't feel, I mean, this is like fiery type energy, but I don't feel like they have uh like necessarily like a temper, like like a anger issue, like they need to take anger management courses. I just feel like they have a lot of energy, and they can become impatient. I can see that here with we've got the Knight of, the total opposite of the movement of wands is the slowest moving knight out of them all. And so this takes a lot of time for movement. And there's, towards the wish fulfillment, I feel is where they get frustrated. And their innocence of cups is like new love, new passion, that comes in as well. But I feel like when we're talking about temper. I just feel like they got a lot of fire energy. It's like a child, that has so much bottled up energy. They just can be contrived as frustration. Frustration can sometimes, come through as anger. Um, but anger is fear. It's the fight in the fight or flight because they feel they have to protect. So if they go into fear mode, which we all do at times, then it can be expressed that way. But I really feel you are maybe picking up on a lot of the fire in them. Are they a fire sign, or if you know their chart, do they have a lot of fire in it? Because I feel like they have some of that. And I kind of almost feel Mars. Some of the everyone's a mirror. So sometimes we might be picking up a reflection of ourselves going, I think I saw someone very fiery, and you're like, oh, that was me. So there is that energy that interacts with each other too. So that is what they have. But I feel they just are very fast paced and fast going, a lot of energy, and it just when they get frustrated, the frustration can show. So I feel like frustration keeps on coming out rather than anger. And they just like want things to move fast because they feel the need for speed. I want movement. And they just get frustrated around that. And then sometimes that's when fear kicks in, when we feel like something's not happening in the time frame that it's supposed to. If we go into fear mode, then that's when fight kicks in. But I feel like they're like what they used to say, like a frying pan. They heat up fast and they cool down fast. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they have for you there, Mars. So many, many blessings to you. All right. And I did get a donation here. All right. So the next free reading will be read, but let me see here. Just scroll down here without losing everything. There we go. All right. Thank you, Melissa. So you want to know, how will Crush Aries feel if you join them on Sunday for the Flowers picnic hike? And what will the outcome of our connection be at work if you go? Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. So this is a group event, huh? Oh, it helps if I put my screen back or I can see it again. There we go. So, as far as the outcome of your connection at work, first of all, you asked how will they feel if you join them on Sunday for the hike? And I feel like the 10 of swords is about, these are all the thoughts, the beliefs, the mindsets, etc. And I kind of feel like it all depends on how you portray it and how you show up there, right? Because if I kind of feel like they already feel like they have a ton of expectations that they are always trying to please, like so many people, and they're almost exhausted trying to be who they think everyone thinks they should be, supposed to be, need to be, have to be, must be. Like they're just constantly investing a lot of energy towards that. And so if you join them, I feel like if you just go in with no expectations, that it will allow them to also feel this and let that drop. The 10 of swords is letting go of all that because they're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired and exhausted trying to live up to all these expectations. They want freedom, they want flow. Movement of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them and all. So if you join them, I feel like it'll take them time to really warm up to it. I feel like they are just very, because of what has happened in the past too. I feel like they go into relationships and interactions with people and they just uh, feel inundated by all these fears of who they're supposed to be and disappointing people, which can or cannot have anything to do with you. We have all these thoughts and beliefs that are given to all our life, that regardless, so you meet someone new and you're like, oh my God, they expect all these things without having said a thing, because it's all in here in our minds, right? So I feel like there is this slow movement of it. Um, and then also here with these, let me just switch here. There we go. The Three of Pentacles. Here's the hike. Look at that. But this is about really being true and just being your authentic self, not trying to be who anyone else, what you think someone else wants you to be, or not being you because you're afraid it'll put someone down. I feel like go and be yourself and it's going to unfold. Just be aware of where you're investing your energy with this Two of Wands, because whatever you focus on is what is expands, right? So if you focus in on um, what you fear or what you are feel like you're missing or whatever, then that just expands it. But if you just focus on, like I said, it feels like go without any expectations, just go to enjoy, have fun, be yourself, hang out with them, but don't um, have that need, feel this need to be and try to be who you think they would want you to be. Just be you and let it flow and be focus on what you're grateful for, what you're enjoying. Focus on, joy and peace and gratitude, and that will expand. And I feel like that's what they're saying is just go be you and let that flow. And then as far as how will your outcome of your connection be at work if you go, well, I like this. You have Innocence of Pentacles, which is new opportunities opening up in the physical world. And the Eight of Cups is leaving behind old emotions that don't serve you. And you move into the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So I really feel like if you go with what advice they've given you, this is a beautiful outcome with that. So I like it for you, Melissa. But just no, like no expectations, be you, and just focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. So that is what they have for you. So I like it. Again, thank you so much for your donation. Greatly, greatly appreciate that. So have a blast. Flowers, picnic, and hike. Enjoy. All right. And let us know what happens because we're nosy. All right. So many blessings to you. Hey, Empress Beauty, thank you so much for your donation. You want to know what's coming next for you in love. All right. Let's check it out. What else? Okay. That's what I was wondering. Okay, perfect. So you have the Seven of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitude, your expectations, and little raccoon, little thief with his natural mask. These are the thoughts and the beliefs and mindsets that are stealing love from you. And this is like what Spirit is guiding you to, is to continue to look at what thoughts and beliefs and mindsets you have around love that are restrictive, right? Because when we have a lot of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around something, it blocks us. It's almost like blinders where we miss this out here because I can't see it. But as we open up our expectations more and more, we're like, oh, who's that? It offers these opportunities that we wouldn't see before. And so Spirit is having you look into those thoughts and those beliefs that are rooted in fear of losing conditional love. Like it would sound something like, well, if I can't offer this, no one will want me. Get that out of there. That's not true. It's like when you are your true authentic self, you're going to draw some beautiful people in, those that love and appreciate you. And people who don't, I thank them. I'm like, thank you for showing me how shallow you are. No, I'm just kidding. It's not like that. But I'm like, thank you for showing me that you're not the one for me because you can't appreciate what I have to offer. And I do want someone that can appreciate what I have to offer. So thank you. You did me a favor, when we changed that. And I like that because you do have the high priestess here, which is about taking a step back, diving deep down into the subconscious and unconscious, going beyond, behind the veil, connecting to the higher realms to understand, what are those things? Where are these things? They're usually going to be down in our subconscious, things that happened growing up, our emotional bodies created 7 years old and younger. So our, capacity to love and our understanding of love is so much uh, defined during that period of time. So when we go down there to find out what's bubbling down under the surface there, we bring it from the unconscious to the conscious, and it frees things. It really lightens it up. We close down all these programs that are still running below the surface. And a lot of these do have to do with how you relate your worth to the outside world. The Nine of Pentacles is an inner journey of finding your worth in relation to that, but you're never alone. You have this beautiful, beautiful flamingo, which represents spirit. And so they are with you, helping you, guide you, and understand how priceless you really are. And, about finding your worth, not in relation to the outside world, which is retail price, right? How am I worth? What am I worth to the people on the outside? Depends on the moment and the season, because you can be a big parka coat in northern Alaska during the winter, and you are priceless. They're fighting over you. Can be that same parka coat on a tropical hot island during the summer on the equator, and you are not even on the clearance rack. You've been donated. That's how worthless they think you are, and it depends on the moment and who it is. And, that's why it's so unstable and fickle out there of our worth when we put it out there. But when we find it inward and upward, there's this journey, with all of that. So I see here that you are changing here your energy and where you're investing it. You had been really all these different areas of your life, investing your energy and who you're supposed to be and should be and need to be, and trying to achieve all these things in all these different areas, but it's not you. It's not what you are truly wanting. And so this 10 of Wands is an ending of where you're pouring out your energy and you're really bringing your energy back to you. And there's this change, this um, transformation that happens because you're no longer so focused on trying to get everyone to acknowledge your worth. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to spend all this on me. And it turns out beautiful because then you are your own authentic self. And that's what draws in your new love. You do have the Ace of Cups. That's the card I was going, okay, well, where does this lead? Where does this lead? And this came flying out. So it does end up, having love that comes in. So the more that you, as far as timing, it always works at the faster and deeper we work on our self-love and that inner, the faster our vibration goes up, the faster the wheel turns, and it draws us to someone that higher vibration, rather than doing what we always did and getting what we always got. Which I know you're like, no, 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 no. I don't want that anymore. I have thoroughly attended those classes. I don't need that anymore. I'm going to move into the next level. And I like that for you. So that's what they have coming for you next in love, Empress Beauty. And I like it. So again, thank you so much for your donation. Many, many blessings to you. All right, everybody, I'm bound to the last 15 minutes. I usually do my quick spiel just to let you know that I will try to get through as many free readings as I can in these last 15 minutes, but I'm not going to be able to get to the bottom. I know the free readings go very fast, very quickly. And if you are needing a reading tonight, a donation of any kind, I honor that energy exchange. I will make sure to complete it in this session, but I totally understand if you're not able to make a donation. We all are at different financial situations in our life, so I get it. But I do offer a ton of free content, which if you go to my main page, I have all my playlist. I've got pick a card readings, and actually, there's going to be a pick a card reading coming out at midnight my time tonight about the lunar Chinese New Year. It was really cool. Anyway, but I have those, and I have weekly energy updates, monthly readings for each zodiac sign, um, equinox, just a ton of free content. So if you follow your heart, Spirit will guide you to the playlist or videos that have messages for you. Also, I want to make sure I pop this back out here. I do have a giveaway every 2 weeks. If you want to check out how to get into that, the next one's coming up on the 29th. So you can check out that video. That will show you how to sign up for that. This last one, I had over 45 comments. So I gave away a 30-minute recorded reading, a 45-minute, and an hour. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in doing that. I do offer personal readings. You can book a reading with me. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. What else? What else? Oh, I'm here every night, Wednesday through Sunday at 7 p.m. Mountain. Also Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain. And currently I'm testing out doing lightning rounds Wednesday through Sunday, just 1 hour in the afternoon. Sometime when I'm in the middle of things where I have a pocket of an hour, I'll jump on and do quick 1 hour, one card personal readings, no donations. It's just down the list. Boom, 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 boom. I've been hitting like 30 readings or more within that hour with the free readings, and they seem to be bringing messages. So everyone's loving them. So I'm going to continue to do them until people are like, yeah. So those are some options for you. So ton of options available. So that is your service announcement. And I'll get back into completing as many readings as I can in the next 12 minutes. All right. So, Red, you were up next. So, how does your former colleague Richards feel about you, and will there be future communications? All right, let's take a look here. Okay, what we got here? We got the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and we've got the Three of Wands. So I feel like your former colleague, there was stability. I mean, here you've got the Four of Pentacles is about a stable outer world, and I love the squirrel. And the Five of Wands is about like what may have started off as conflicting or fiery energy ended up being friendly there. But the Nine of Pentacles, I kind of feel like they feel like um, you are, I don't know, I kind of feel like the Nine of Pentacles represents this energy that you are, I would say, better off on your own. But what they picked up from you, which doesn't mean this is what you were, because they are, of course, when they look at you, they're looking in a mirror. So keep that in mind. But I feel like when they looked at you, it's like they don't need anybody. They're self-sufficient. They are confident. They don't need anyone. And I kind of feel like that scares them, because if they're not needed, if it's just about being wanted, and I kind of feel like they're just like, they don't need anyone. But I feel like with the Three of Wands, I don't feel like there's going to be future communication, because the Three of Wands is heading off in a different direction. It's like a change of path. So I feel like both of you are just headed off in different directions. And so I don't feel like there'll be future communication, um, but it's for you. Really, it is for you. So trust it. Just go, all right, let it go and head off. Because what is meant for you will never pass you by. But right now, they're showing exit ramp, different direction. So that's what they have for you, Red. So many blessings to you. All right. Continue down the list. And we are to 3R3. Anna. Need like a general read? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. Well, well, you got balance. So, Two of Pentacles is about balancing out in your outside world. But I feel like there's a timing thing that's happening here because I love the way they present this. And I feel like it is time for you to, I almost feel like that's opposite here for you, Anna. It's like you've been balancing things too much, and it's time for you to have some imbalance because balance is important even among with balance. It's like sometimes you just need to go all out and all in and extreme. And it's like, and I don't feel like this is like everything in your life. I just feel like there's something that it's like it's time for you to just um, do something spontaneous and extreme. They keep on saying extreme, and whether it's you know like they say, changing a hair color, um, going and taking a vacation by yourself, splurging on the car you wanted, whatever it is, it's like you've been balanced in so many things. It's time for a moment of imbalance and extremism. So it's like they're saying it's time. It's time to flip that and have a wild moment of doing something unexpected. And I do like that for you. So that is what they have for you. 3R3, Anna. So you have permission from spirit. Many, many blessings. Night, night, intuitive. Thanks for being here. Sending you lots and lots of love. All right. Very good, Red. I'm glad that made sense. All right. Angelina, you are the next reading up and you'd like a general reading. So let's take a look here. What do they want for you, Angelina? All right. So you do have the King of Cups coming in here, which is balancing of the heart with the mind. And I feel like there's some passion, some great amount of energy, emotional energy that's just swarming around you. But it's okay because the King of Cups, um, which is the Spirit of Cups, they rule over emotion. And even though there's like this, waves and stuff, the whale is able to dive deep and it goes below the storms that are raging above. And I feel like they're just telling you right now that it's okay when things get a little fiery and stormy, just take a deep breath and dive deep. And you'll go into this beautiful calm. It'll be quiet. You won't be thrown all about by what's going on the surface of the sea with the hurricane that's raging above. You're just swimming down underneath and you'll come up on the other side. And so they are saying you don't always have to engage every chaotic event that comes around, any drama that comes up. You can decline and take a little submerged away underneath that is quiet and peaceful. So I like that for you. All right, Angelina, that's what they have for you. And Yavi, you are up next. So, what would come of having a romantic connection with D in the long run, potentially? Mm. So, the Three of Swords is heartbreak and disappointment. Um, You know, I feel like they are with the 3 of Cups, when we're looking for the outside world to make us feel whole and complete in our heart, we are always gonna end up here because people change, they pass away, they walk away. They're never able to live up to the expectations of our heart. Because the Ace of Cups, which is the love from above, is really only that will make us feel whole and complete. So if we're looking for them to complete, to give us this romantic fulfillment, this heart love fulfillment, this is what we're going to experience. If you, though, which is great that they're having a alternate plan, if you look to the love from above first, where you allow yourself to become this chalice and allow the unconditional love from above to come down and fill you up and overflow, then you won't have disappointment because you're going to be full from that. So that'll change what someone gives you from falling short because it's not filling you up to where you're filling up, and what they give you just is overflow and it's above and beyond. So there is a difference in depending on which way you approach it, what how it will end up um, in the long run. So that's what they have for you, Yavi. So I like it. You have a course you can take, whichever you feel is worth the effort, right? All right. So many, many blessings to you. All right. So I've got about 3 minutes left here. And so Starfall, you'd like a general reading. Okay, what is this about? So you got the Justice card, excuse me, and the Fool card. So what this represents is this Ace of Swords is allowing you to connect to higher truths, allowing to see things from a higher perspective, which brings some balance into your life around, you know, being maybe over consumed in an area. I don't feel like this is like entirely all of things in your life. I feel like there's something in your life that you had a lot of expectations, a lot of a cage, or felt a lot of rules around that's where the imbalance was coming from. A lot of fears of losing either love or job or career or education or body, or it's some area of your life that there's a lot of rules. And there's this equaling of this, um, the balancing out of these things was seeing things from a different perspective, a higher perspective that brings in a whole new adventure in that area. It really opens up and allows a start of leaving behind the old cycles, the old ways that you had looked at things, and allows a new beginning. So you'll know what it is immediately of like, oh, yeah, it's this area of my life. And it's like starting to question the fears you have around it. Where are these beliefs? These thoughts and these beliefs, the supposed tos, shoulds, need tos, have tos, must, these are all opinions from our past that have been just passed down from generation to generation to us. So that is what they have for you for right now, Starfall. So many, many blessings to you. All right, everybody. There's so many more. And, apologies for everyone that I was not able to get to in this session. I know um, I wish I could get through to everyone, but I have to balance, and I will be back on sometime tomorrow for a 1 hour lightning bolt, or what does that call it? A lightning round. And then I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time for my 2 hour. Then I start my busy weekend of two, a morning session and an evening session on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm also going to slip in a lightning round session in those two. So I'll be on 3 times on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if I was not able to get to you in this one, my apologies. Thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up, though, on the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank you so much for being part of the love tsunami. And if you do need a reading this evening, please jump over and check out my playlist. There's a lot of recorded readings with pick a cards and weekly energy updates by each individual zodiac sign and several others. Just follow your heart and spirit will guide you to the reading that provides information for you and answers. So thank you guys so much for being here and sharing your love. I am always blown away by all of your love for spirit and your thirst for spirit and hearing from them as well. And please know, as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So have a great night, a great day, wherever you guys are at in the world. And we'll be talking to you soon. Until then, much love to you, and you take care. Good night.